Heather, the medium on a mission, and I will be bringing you your July Spirit Speaks monthly video, and I will be bringing through any messages from Spirit, as well as any Spirit family that might drop by and give your messages from them as well. I'm going to keep it very general. It is obviously a general reading, so this will serve many people, and so I always kind of want to give the highest and greatest good for all involved, and so there will be some messages that resonate and others that do not. But my expectation from Spirit is that it will kind of serve the greater good, and so we'll kind of go forward with that. And so I will be using my own deck here that I've created. Being a medium, all media, I mean, we're all medium, have mediumistic abilities, and so we tend to see clairvoyantly, and so that's kind of usually one of the first things that we see. And so what I'm doing is I created the deck for myself to be able to use during these readings, and it's When Spirit Speaks, and they're just basically using images from that I see when Spirit shows me kind of what to convey clairvoyantly and messages about what's going on in people's lives. So I put them in a deck, and I'll be using those, as well as the Namaste blessing cards here. So they're just general blessing and guidance information, and so I'll be using those as well, covering off on the month. And so we've got body, mind, and spirit, and so this is just kind of the physical body, the mind, and the spirit, and what's messages that are going to come forward for July. And so we'll just kind of jump in, Aries, and see what you have in store for the month of July. Okay, and as I'm shuffling these cards, I do have a male energy that's coming forward. I feel like this would be a grandfather type of energy for you. I feel like there would be a connection with a mother as well. And so I'm going to keep going. And now when Spirit comes forward, it's not always necessarily connecting with Spirit. Spirit is both incarnate and discarnate. And so sometimes the messages that I get will be Spirit people that are actually here in this life energy. We're all Spirit. And so the energy I'm connecting with could be either crossed over or still currently existing here on this physical plane. And so we'll just kind of see what they have to say and what's going on. So prayers from a physical body. And so as I'm just sort of tuning into the message here, I do feel like there's this feeling of I do get a little bit of emotions with this, and the feeling of wanting to know, wanting to sort of connect. And I don't know if that's connecting to the other side, if that's feeling of connecting to family, if this is the feeling of wanting to connect on a deeper level. But I feel like a desire and a drive in which to do that. And it's interesting, Aries being a fire sign, and you've got all those candles, the flame there as well. So I feel like this is kind of that's connected to you and the physical body as well. So let's see what Spirit has from a mind perspective. What's on the mind for Aries for the month of July? Okay, spirits and signs. So that's interesting, the feeling of wanting to sort of connect with Spirit and the kind of getting the connection and the information, and then spirit signs. And so really look for, during July, during the month of July, signs and symbols from Spirit. So it could be feathers, it could be 1111, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, any of those things. It could be pennies. I just was out yesterday and with my family, and I saw like this very, very old penny that was like face up, and I was like, thank you, Spirit. And so and it's about the timing of those things, right? It's when they come, when you see them, it's the signs. Pay attention for those signs. That almost looks like, it's interesting here, those pennies almost look like the coin, or the pennies almost look like the flames that you see here, all the candles. And so I just feel like there's a deeper kind of connection there and a meaning there. And so just keep an eye out for all of the spirit signs, anything that you see there. Let me just make sure that my camera's catching that there. There we go. Apologies if that wasn't on there very well, but that's what we've got here. So spirit signs, and so keep an eye out for those. I do feel like just acknowledgement of Spirit being around you. You're not alone. They are here with you. They see what's going on. They're here with you, and just know that they're here to give you love. Also look in electronics. I've done a few readings where the electronics just shut off. I mean, I think you all know that, but pay attention for those things as well, because that's a very common sign for Spirit. And so let's see what Spirit wants you to know for the month of July for Aries. Okay, that one's going to pop out, so I'm just going to give it. Okay. All right, that's awesome. Okay, so this card deck that I did here, there's 77 cards in here. 3 of them do not have any, you're not reading this incorrectly. There's nothing on there. And so, what that means to me, so these are, since I created these and I kind of know what, in those moments, what I'm getting there, this is this feeling of, you're not alone. Spirit's always with you, and the feeling of, we're all sort of looking at the same sky. We're all connected in some way, and the feeling of just sort of, I feel like I need to tell you to just kind of be still and know. Like, just know that they're always there with you. Your family and loved ones on the other side are connected with you. They're here. They're supporting you in whatever it is that you're going through. I feel like I just feel like there's some things that have been feeling a little heavy on you. I don't feel like there's one thing in particular. I feel like I'm scattered. I feel like there's a lot of like little things that I'm sort of carrying right now with me that I need to know that I've got support on the other side, and they're here. They're stepping forward to say, look, we're here, and it's all going to be good. It's all good. Like, just, it's all good. No issues there. Let me just pull another card here and see what else Spirit, and just in terms of a clarify, whether the Spirit messages that they want to bring forward. And I'm going to take this one here. Okay. So the third eye card, Truth Seeker. So this could actually be also as well a lot of times, a lot of developing mediums or people that are connecting with Spirit, they feel like they're not like, do you hear me? Do you know that I'm here? Am I getting anything? I don't know if I don't know what the truth is. I don't know if I'm really connecting. I don't know if I'm getting any divine inspiration and guidance. And this is them to just say, hey, we're here. Like, work on developing your third eye. Work on really kind of working in that space to open it up and find the truth for yourself. Don't be reliant upon myself, any other YouTube reading, any other teacher. You take what works for you and throw out the rest. And that's what's really important for you, that we all have our own truth, and my truth may not be your truth. My truth may be your truth later, and it's not now. And so the same thing, we all have that. You work with what resonates with you at the time and throw out the rest. And so I think the big message is here to just chillax. Like, it's all good. Spirit's got your back. They're here with you. Look for the signs and synchronicities that they are there. They are trying to communicate with you, and they are around you, and they're hearing your prayers. They know what's going on. And so just know that they've kind of got your back with that. And it's just the message of just kind of going with the flow and relaxing and just enjoying the current space you're in. It just feels, it's all good. It just feels all good. So I'm going to pull a final blessing card to see specifically what Spirit has to say regarding Aries. Okay, there you go. I love it. So true. Okay, so the blessing of patience. A blessing comes disguised as setbacks or delays. This card is confirmation that you are on the right path. With patience and perseverance, you will reach your goal. All is accomplished in perfect time. And so that's kind of what we see here, is this feeling of just, you're going in the right path. Just patience. You don't come overnight and kind of expect a lot of things to happen. I don't care if you are doing any sort of work. I mean, anything. Like, I'll give an example. I was intending to post in January monthly videos, and my friend Dee was really pushing me to do this. I've had a lot of push and support for doing this, and I really wanted to, but it just never felt right. And so I've held off. I didn't do it, and things happen when they're meant to happen. And so I think that's the big message for you as well. Whatever this is, just be patient with yourself. Things will work out the way that they're meant to be, and it's all good for you. So I'm just going to pull one other card. I haven't pulled, I feel like there's a little bit more clarity in that you need within this. Okay, so, yep, it's everything that we were just saying. Be patient, be here now. Just really enjoy the space that you're in right now. Take this time, take this opportunity, put in your prayers, whatever that is. It could be prayers of abundance, it could be gratitude, it could be affirmations. Prayers can mean a lot of things for different people. It could be gratitude. I said that, but gratitude is a big thing. That gratitude is a prayer. Gratitude is something that you put out to the universe, and when you say, thank you for this. It's like, yep, okay, you got some more of it. It's more abundance is coming your way. And so, and just for you, I feel like it's important to pay attention to the spirit signs, the synchronicities, all of those things. You're going to see more of those things that are coming your way. But it's really, putting out those gratitude prayers and believing and knowing that those are coming your way. And I do feel like this is telling you to really kind of go in yourself and be patient with yourself through whatever process you're developing, whatever truth you're seeking at this time. Be patient with it, because your truth will change over time, and you're not always going to be set in what you are. It may change, and be patient with yourself. Where oftentimes we oh yeah, we think we've got it all figured out. Yep, this is my truth, and then it changes, and then we feel like, do I not, like, what's going on with me? Do I not know what's going on? What am I confused? It's not. That's part of the learning process. As we evolve and grow, our minds can only retain, our human minds can only retain so much. And so it's really important that you understand that it's evolving over time, and your truth will change over time. And be patient with yourself through this process. That it's not, gosh, just the first line here, a blessing comes disguised as setback or delay. It just makes me think of, you know, I was listening to a documentary on Einstein, and the fact that he spent so long going in a certain direction about, this is the theory of relativity, or this is what it is, and it was like he wasted years on a theory that proved to be wrong, and he went back to the drawing board, and boom, there it was. But it was all a matter of timing around it. It was all a matter of the process of the learning for it, because it made it that much more aha, because he had that setback, but he persevered and he kept on. And so the message here is just to be here now within the space that you're in. Just embrace the space that you're in. There's a lot of in between, kind of this progression and this path that you're going on, but be patient. You can't expect to change things overnight and expect the development and it all. There's just too much. Gosh, if we could read books or something, put them under our pillow, and we've assimilated to the information, wouldn't that be amazing? It's no different that we are in the space of physical human time, and so you have to kind of be cognizant and aware that things come in their own time, and just be patient through the process. So I hope, Aries, that was helpful for you. I think it's amazing reading. I think embracing the space is really what's key for you right now at this time. So many blessings to you for the month of July, and namaste.